I never thought about the multiple. I never thought about any of these things.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh, my business is worth this amount. But I never put the figures down to understand what it was worth and what would make it worth more. And we talked about putting a manager in place. We also talked about the importance of making sure that there's good branding, making sure that there's a good online solution and all these things. And so over the next 6 months, I put all of those things in place, and it cost money, and it took a lot of work and to get it to that point. But then once those things were in place, it's like the machine started really working. It started doing a lot more, and I could then feel good. Okay, I can now put the numbers together. I can now put together a net profit. I can look at my net profit, and that net profit is strong enough that I can sell it for a certain multiple at that point.
You take time to prepare for sales. So we also get quite a lot of questions of when do we start. So ideally, if they have all the time in the world, you plan early, it's always better. So if you have like everything start planning and you got 3 years to do that, because at that 3 years to sell, it's a financial that people will look at. So if you have implemented something for 3 years, everything consistent, nicely, everything done, that's the perfect scenario. But I think 3 years will be the best. So the shorter, I think with the minimum, like what Jonathan you said, that it's at minimum, you need to have something like a year. Because whatever you do, you need some time to implement and some time to show that on the book. Whether it's health and safety, whether it's compliance, whether the numbers, whether operation in place or manager in place and things like that. So that's minimum. So I think feeling that from our perspective, if someone that has less than 1 year, then it would be a bit challenging to justify the numbers and everything. So 1 or 2 years, 3 years would be ideal.